I heard you say this. You say they've joked in the AI community that there's going to be billion-dollar companies with one employee, and they're right.
Yeah.
Can you? That's like mind-blowing. Like, how is that even possible?
Beautiful question. So if you think of how AI works as the ability to take an input, reason, and what is not widely understood or adopted today is do. So the separation right now is what I call the directors and the doers. Okay. In current world, most people do both. A little bit of thinking, a lot of doing, right? If you think of somebody that does accounting, a little bit of thinking, but for the most part, they're reconciling bank accounts and books. Okay. They're just doing an administrative assistant, right? I wrote a whole book on this. A little bit of thinking, a lot of sorting, a lot of doing, a lot of booking, a lot of coordination, but it's not directing, right? And what AI is eventually going to take care of is all the doing part. So right now we're starting to see this, the beginning with agents in ChatGPT, which is a feature where it can now log in to software and take action on your behalf, not just be a thought partner and ask it questions and give you answers, but literally give it a problem, it give you the answer, and then it'll prompt you, do you want me to do that for you? And you say yes, and then it goes into the software and does the thing on your behalf. If you haven't seen that, it's wild. So if you think about it, how could somebody have a billion-dollar company with no employees? Well, essentially all the doing that they normally would have an employee base to do is all done by the agentic systems. That's what it's called, the agents. So then the CEO is just a master director. The CEO is the creative. The CEO says, I think the world should have an insurance product that's tied to the health of the individual based on a device they wear that records their biometrics that feeds back to us. And if they're healthier, their insurance is lower. That's my idea. Like, do you see what I'm saying? All the and guess what? We're doing it today. There are organizations that have one-person marketing teams that are doing the work of 15 or 25 in the past, like from 2 or 3 years ago, because the ability to ideate and execute and all that stuff is done. So over the next few years, you're just going to see more and more agentic models applied to all these different areas of procurement and legal and finance and sales and marketing, which is all these departments and companies. And you're just going to have a person who's the director, the CEO, and he's just going to wake up and he's just going to look at the information. And he's going to talk to his Copilot AI and it's going to give it some feedback.